Gentlemen, April showers have brought May flowers, and it's also brought a whole bunch of new games. We've got conventions coming up, throwing a whole bunch of new IPs at us. So the question starts to arise, gentlemen, what'd you play this week?
Oh, what are we playing?
What are we playing?
What are we playing?
What are we playing? Good gaming champions. It's great to see you again. It feels good to have you back too, Deon. It's been a little while since we've seen you here.
That hurts a little bit.
Well, you may not have been in the video, but you've been in our hearts. And with that said, we're here to answer the age-old question that we get asked all the time here at Champions of Tabletop, and that is, what have you been playing?
What are you playing?
This is going to be a nice...
What are we playing?
What are we playing? This is going to be a snack bite little episode, just kind of weekly, just letting you guys know what have we been playing. We have the privilege of sitting here in this beautiful studio called Voss Media Board Game Cafe. We've got 1,800 games sitting here around us. 3,000 new games come out every year for us to pick from. So we thought best every week, hey, what are we playing this week?
What are we playing?
Yeah, we're going to let you know. So with that, Deon, we're going to start with you.
Me?
And you just tell us, what are you playing this week?
Well, this week I had the pleasure of playing Viking Raiders. It's a card game. It kind of feels almost TCG-ish, and I don't like TCG. I also don't like Take That, but I really like this game.
Yeah.
So with that being said, it is 2 to 6 players, or 2 to 5 players, excuse me. I think it would be great at 5. I've only got to play it with 3. But you're trying to get 3 sections of loot. There's like loot, navy, and I can't remember the third. It is villages or clans, they call it, clan. And you decide at the beginning what points you want, how many points you're going to go for, 7 points. And it almost plays a little Dominion-ish where you're actually doing one action and one buy. And so you're using resources that you're gathering. At the beginning of the turn, you draw 2 cards and you're playing resources or you're playing actions. The actions are very much reach across the table and smack your friend, which is great. Because it's like, I'm raiding your stuff. And then you get to raid it and take cards from other people or play cards. And then there's also berserkers that stop them, like Uno reverse, which is really good. And it has a little bit of a river that's out, 6 cards that are out. And it's good. It goes back and forth. They also add a couple variants in it, like clans that gives you special abilities, ability cards. They did a really good job. This is a Morton Billcliffe was who did this one. Him and his wife I met at Gamma. Great people. I think they were from Denmark, I want to say.
And in fact, I will say, Deon, this game was actually on the Best of Gamma video that we released.
Yeah,
maybe, I don't know, Shay, if we can link that here.
Yeah. No, that's good for too much editing. Neo Wolf Games but if you go to vikingraiders.com or your friendly local game store, go to your friendly local game store and tell them you want a copy of this and tell them to go get it. Because such a great people that make this game. And it was really fun. The cards are good quality. There's a bunch of cards in here. I don't know MSRP on this game, but Viking Raiders, it's a great, easy, quick. I don't think it's hard to...
Who did you play it with?
I played it with a couple times. I played it with Noah, and then I also taught a couple of my employees here this game. It's 45 minutes. So it's a little depth. It depends on how long you can figure out how to get what you need to get before they figure out how to steal it from you. Mm-hmm. So there is a little meat to it. I'm not saying it's like quick, like, oh, seriously, but it's very simple. You draw 2 cards, use your resources to buy if you want, or you can do an action, or you can do both, but you can't do 2 of one. You can't buy twice or whatever. And it's really good. I highly recommend it. Viking Raiders, go to your friendly local
sounds like a game that you would probably play like at the start of a game night, just kind of get everybody warmed up.
It is definitely, well, I mean, it's still a good 45-minute game, so there's a little meat there, but I have TCGers that are coming through a lot, and I want to get them into board gaming. Oh, yeah. And so this is a great gateway game to get them more into card games that I have on the shelf here. And also, I want to turn some of those TCGers into board game purchasers. And so as a retailer, this is a great way for me to... greedy retailers. Right. It's a great way for us to go, you can also without having to spend the money that you spend on TCG every single week.
Right.
You can also spend, I imagine the game is no more than $30, $35. It can't be any more than that. And it's a good way to pay the $30, $35 and be able to play it. It's also good to pop out and just as a take that back and forth. I'll play it with my girls, 10 and 7, and we just laugh at each other as we're stealing stuff from each other. And
I like on the box it says 2 to 5 Vikings can play.
yes, it's good. And like I said, I think they were from Denmark. I want to say I had a Norwegian, Denmark, somewhere in there, and it's good people. So found it at Gamma, gave me a copy, like it, highly recommend. Viking Raiders.
All right,
grab it. Hey Shay, what are we playing?
Well, the game we're going to talk about, I've been playing a lot of games because I like playing games, but I played a classic, people. Everdell. And
I love that you guys are like slamming this on the table.
yeah.
Oh, my
Because
ears, guys, come on.
and see, this doesn't give justice to what I actually played. Like, this is what I played. The big one. Because
those with all of the expansions.
It had at least 3 of them in it. Because fun. We do Sunday fun days around here, and they were playing it, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try Everdell again. Now, if you know by now, I'm not the best with worker placement, so we're not gonna talk about the scores. What I will say is, it was fun, like building my little city. Everybody building their cities, and my main thing is one of the expansions came with like you could get a like animal you can ride, a mount, and I didn't care. I told him in the beginning of the game, I'm getting a wolf. Like, I want a wolf. Wolf is my favorite animal. And then we come to flip in that time, and the wolf was free, and I grabbed the wolf. Did it help me? Not really. But that was a more me problem than the mechanic problem. But it was a fun game. It's a game I would play again, but I think I need breaks between because I need to feel good about myself.
I can tell you, your game went longer than 80 minutes with all the expansion because I was here at the store that day.
It was 3 hours.
It was a good 3.5, 4 hours. But it has great pieces with it.
Oh,
good pieces.
beautiful.
Table presence is next level.
Yes.
Especially if you put together the whole. You guys didn't play with the tree, but if you put together the tree, it's beautiful. The art on the cards is amazing, and what you can kind of do in front of you. Mm-hmm. I'm not a huge fan of Everdell, but I can understand that that's what you were playing and enjoyed it to play it. So, but the pieces. I want to eat them. They're like little berries.
They're little berries. They're the table presence, like you said, it's good pieces, quality work. And I just, if you haven't played it, because it was late for me to play it. I know it's like a really older game that a lot of people have played and loved. But if you haven't played it, or if you have in the back of your shelf of old time things. You can go, the shelf of old time things. So the shelf of the shelf. Look, it's the shelf of in board game life. That's old.
In fairness, I think this game came out pre-COVID, so that was a warp.
Exactly.
Go through warp time, continuing to get back to pre-COVID.
Yeah, 2025. We're working not on a shelf of opportunity. We're working on a shelf of old timey. The things that the things that we haven't. Hey, you know what? Dust out.
Things that are already in board game stores that you don't have to pay tariffs on.
Exactly. That's really what I'm trying to get at.
And that's the theme of 2025, I think. And that that's the thing. Like with this segment, it's especially as a YouTube channel, you feel so much pressure to have to only highlight the newest of the new to introduce things. And I think that it's good to remember,
there's been so
many great games.
So many great games.
And I remember Donald Schultz when he was on our channel. Donald Schultz of Plaid Hat Games. He's the one who created Freelancers. And I remember him at the time he had gotten really heavy back into Ra. And he's like, I haven't played that game forever.
Reprint,
and they did the reprint Kickstarter, and he bought it, and he's like, oh my gosh. He's like, we get so pressured to want to only play the newest of the new stuff. Mm-hmm. He's like, I've been addicted to Ra. Mm-hmm. And that's one I own, and I've never even played it.
Oh, it's a good game.
But
it's a good game.
But that's the purpose of this segment that we're going to do is, sometimes it's good to remember all these amazing things that are on the shelf and not get pressured into have to earmuffs. It's important to not get pressure to go buy new games.
Go buy them all, dude.
So hey Matt.
Yeah.
What are you playing?
Hey everybody. I have been playing Little Box, big fun. That's what I got to say about this game. Elo Games, wonderful people over there. Not a new IP, of course. This goes back to Richard Garfield of Magic fame, who, gosh, Magic is about to make a buttload of money with Final Fantasy series. $700 collector box. That should be a video. But yeah, so I want to bring up this one. I think this came out last year, maybe.
Yeah.
2024. It was a Golden Meeple nominee for Best Two-Player Game. And Shay and I had a chance to do this for a Table Wars that we recently did. Maybe Shay, I don't know, more editing. Link to the video.
Yeah, it was fun. It was our first live.
Yeah, it was our first YouTube live. It was awesome.
It was so good, and it proved something about what we need to keep doing. Mm-hmm. Which we already know is that I perform better with an audience. But go ahead.
Yep.
Whoa.
So
legit.
So with that said, the reason why I've been playing a lot of this game is because for myself, 2 players only. There's no real opportunity for more people to play. 8+, and games are quick, 15, 20 minutes. I love big box games. Mm-hmm. You know, when we first started the channel, I mentioned Oathsworn probably every video. But as my son is getting older and more engaged with the idea of playing board games, it sometimes is hard to go against what I love with the big box campaign type of games, big, meaty, chip theory style games. It's sometimes just nice to be like, hey, bud, with an 11-year-old attention span, let's play a quick game, and he'll actually do it and enjoy it. Mm-hmm. And this one we took with us. I bought my copy at Voss Media. A little plug again.
Hey!
Game buyer. But I have to say we played it camping this weekend. Him and I were just laying in the tent. It was raining a little bit, so we pulled this out. We played a few games. It's quick. It's simple. We did draft style with the different monsters that are in it. Very simple. It's just fancy Yahtzee. Let's call it what it is. If you've not played this game, it's fancy Yahtzee. You're going to roll 5 to 6 dice, depending on the turn. Based on what the dice say, you're going to collect them. You get to re-roll up to 3 times to try to get the ability to either attack your opponent or try to move one of 2 game pieces across the board, try to get area control, so that way you can try to win by positioning of the game pieces. It's not complex. There are some cards that let you manipulate the game pieces, so you can save up energy, which is one of the things that you can roll on dice. You get these little cute green cubes, and with those you can spend them as a currency to buy cards that give you the ability to pull the pieces in the direction you want, to do more damage, to get the ability to manipulate the dice. And I think the thing that I like the most about this game is every monster plays so uniquely different because each monster has special abilities, and those special abilities are going to dictate, like Mecha Dragon is all about just curb stomping. I shouldn't say that, kid's show. It's all about aggressively attacking your opponent, so you want to get the claw dice as much as possible. But then there's like the penguin. I forget his name.
Yeah, Space Penguin.
Space Penguin. I love Space Penguin.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, Space. That's literally his name. Space Penguin.
Yeah.
And he's all about manipulating the dice. So he's really good at trying to pull either the building or the star towards his direction.
Fame or destruction.
Fame or destruction. Thank you. Yeah.
Got you.
So he's really good at pulling fame or destruction. So you want to manipulate dice through him. So I love the fact that every game is, because of the asymmetric bosses, feels very different, do a draft style. So it's fun. And I really hope at the end of the day, I really hope they come out with some new monsters to build this. I know King of Tokyo has a ton.
Yeah,
So-
I do too.
But it's a $25 game.
Right.
So it's cheap.
It feels nice. Like, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead, please.
Well, because I heart the game. Like, I heart the game because of, I love that they have that tug of war mechanic in it. I think that brings a little bit more, that brings a freshness to it that really did it. And I like, yes, it's just rolling dice. And it's the same game, roll dice, buy cards. The new mechanics of those exclamation points that get you hit your specials and all the specials being different. Like I kept being Gigazor because I like fame. And that's all I was doing, is just rolling those and pulling things. And I appreciate a good game that can play for 2 players. That is fun. Like I got Takedo Duel. That was fun. But this one, I'm gonna try to get Everdell Duel.
You kind of run through. It's 20 minutes.
Yeah, I'm saying
It's like a 20-minute game. you're done. You're playing something else. So it's a good
Yep.
one.
Yeah, for overall, I'd say party game. It's a beginning of a party night. It's a in between maybe some bigger games, just something to get in quick.
It's a day night
A couple
game.
people can play. It's your pretzels. So if you don't have a chance, it's $20-$25. Go pick one up. So with that, like we said, this is a little snack bite video. And so what we would love for you in the comments below, please mention what
What are you playing?
did you play this
What are
week?
you playing?
We got to work on that synchronization there, but
Yeah,
we'll
yeah.
get it.
We're
First
good.
time.
We get it. We get it.
We'll work on it.
All right.
Yeah.
We'll also work on another mic.
Yeah. We'll work on that. We'll work. Yeah.
You know, there's
We
some
know.
stuff behind the scenes tonight. But anyway,
Yeah.
with that said, you don't need to know about all that. We'll make another YouTube video about that. But with that said, you know, champions never stop playing. Let us know what you like. Like, subscribe, comment. It means the world to us. We're almost to 500 subscribers.
Almost there.
So when we get to 1,000, we're gonna have a big giveaway. I'm just calling it right now. So please help us get it there, and there will be rewards for you when you do. So with that said, have a wonderful night. Thanks for joining us. And again, champions never
Stop.
Oh, Michael. Playing.
Two mics.